Hey there everybody, Bargain Stondrig here with some more Kingdom Death action. So, the butcher has come to lay waste to our meagre settlement. They haven't even got mud huts yet, they just camp out around the mountain centre. Let's turn the light on there as it's starting to get a little bit dim, perhaps faint. Hope is fading. So, we have advanced cards, basic cards. So the butcher, we have these three pillars, and our humans will be setting up along this table edge here as they defend their home, which is obviously off that table edge. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 basic. And 5 advanced. 1, 2, 3, 4. Did I put down 2 cards there at once? I did. 5. Right. So this is going to be horrific, right? I mean, you know, what could possibly go wrong? Well, everything. He's a butcher, he's a big bad monster. So, defending our home here. Gunther and Sven are out of action for this hunt phase. So we have remaining these 4 victims who I'm currently seeking the sheets for. I know I've got them somewhere. Oh, isn't that great? Isn't that just great? Well, here they are, under the book. Okay. So we have Sigrid with a full set of rawhide armour and a dagger. Bone dagger probably not going to do very much. We have Grettir. I'm using Zachary here for Grettir. He's got the skull helmet, the bone axe, and a bit of cloth to protect his child-rearing loins. We have Halgerd, who is not wearing full lion armour with a pair of lion catars, although that would be wonderful if she was. She's in a full rawhide suit with a bone blade. Because we've got to protect the women here, right? Because if they're going to have children, you know, one man can father many children. One woman can only father so many children at once. And then finally, we have Melkor here, with a bone blade, a piece of cloth around his nadgers, and a pair of rawhide boots, because we got a spare pair. Right, let's see. Yeah. So, we have these 3 pillars, which are obstructive obstacles that can get in the way and mess things up for people, and 1 random terrain card. So I'm going to just go like this, and it is a giant stone face. Let's see, giant stone face, obstacle. Okay, it blocks field of view. It is a big stone face. Impossible, so I can't move through space occupied by this terrain yet. You can spend an action to move onto any space occupied by giant stone face. Ranged weapons gain +2 range and +2 accuracy. Survivors atop the giant stone face move normally on it and ignore obstacles when drawing a line of sight. Monsters may always draw a line of sight to them. Yeah. So being on top of a giant stone face, not the best deal in the world. But let's get a giant stone face on the table, shall we? Setup is at least 5 spaces away from all board edges. Okay, let's put it there. Nice and plain and simple behind the monster. And now we have lots of fun with the monster because it has a lot of cards. So, first off, the butcher. Berserker. So he draws an extra AI card every turn. So he's going to be charging around attacking everything. Right? So, oh joy, people are going to die. That's what happens when you get a big psychopath with two giant cleavers come snarling out of the darkness, with very little warning. So, that's not good. Ah, great. He has fast target. So at the beginning of each monster turn, reshuffle the hit location. Okay, so his hit location deck gets shuffled every turn. This is interesting because it does mean that a trap card can come up more often, but it also means we can keep hitting the same hit locations over and over and over again. He also has dreaded trophies. So I should be putting these out along here. Dreaded trophies. It looks like a face with the skin peeled back by some nasty metal hook. Then again, he's a butcher, he would flay things, wouldn't he? When a survivor dies, place their miniature on this card. He gets bonuses for more people he kills, so he grows more powerful as he slaughters. Right, we also have 4 infectious lunacy cards, which essentially are handed out 1 to each survivor. I'm going to do them in the order they are represented on the side there. So, Sigrid, Halgerd, Grettir and Melkolv. So, when you suffer brain damage, gain lunacy tokens equal to the damage suffered. When you have 3+ lunacy tokens, remove them all and suffer the frenzy brain. Okay, so brain damage is bad because we don't really have much to protect against it, so they'll be getting traumatised anyway. I mean, it's a pretty traumatic experience. So they line up along this table edge and they get to go first, which is an incredibly bad thing to do because we don't want to go first, right? Because look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's too far, we can't reach the monster. Hey, someone got +1 permanent move during the races, and that someone was Sven, who got really, really angry at all the discussion and has gone off in a huff to sulk. So no one can reach the monster this turn. So what we need to do is set up the armoured people as bait. And they probably don't have enough armour, do they? So everyone has 3 survival apart from Grettir, who only has 2. Because of things that have happened previously. So the humans get to go first. There is Butcher. We want to wound him hard and fast. He is tough as nails. He's slower though. He's only speed movement 5, toughness 9. I don't like this. This is bad. This is really bad. Yeah. Okay, so let's start with Halgerd. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and she's going to use her Rawhide Headband to look at the top 2 AI cards on the Butcher's deck and put them back in any order of her choosing, which won't matter because he'll get to draw 2 cards anyway, but at least I'll get to see what's coming. So, Screaming and Kick. Screaming is a mood. Oh my god. Yeah. Yeah. This is going to be a very short encounter indeed. And Kick. Okay. Well, at least I know what his top 2 cards are. Brilliant, just brilliant. Best have Sigrid close as well. And I realise rushing towards him at this point is probably a really dangerous thing to do, but I don't have a lot of options really otherwise. Okay. And she could also use a Rawhide Headband, but it's not going to do any more than it already has. So let's now have the others. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we come to the Butcher's turn. Let's see if I can squeeze this in before the time limit. So, Kick. closest threat facing. No, closest threat. One of those two. Odds or evens. Odds on the nearest. Evens it is. So he goes straight for Sigrid, because she is a highly experienced warrior. So he walks up and, oh my goodness, already he's much more dangerous than the lion or the antelope. 2 hits, hitting on 4s, yep, after damage, knockback 5 and gains a priority target token. Well, priority target isn't too bad, right? Except she's probably going to die now. Okay, so she is hit in the arms and the arms. And his damage for this is 1. So she has 2 points of armour on the arms. Knock back 5 spaces and gains a priority target token, which is fun. And then he will scream. Screaming. Yeah, he's not a quiet butcher. All non-death survivors suffer 1 brain damage per monster level. Well, he's only level 1, but 1 brain damage is kind of all people can really take at the moment. Bring on the insanity. Let's get some mental head cases to... You know what? We know what brain damage did last time, right? It did for 2 or 3 of our best warriors, so... Oh well, that's the butcher's turn. So those cards get discarded now. And I'll get back with the human's turn very soon. Bye for now. Okay everyone, Bargain Stondreg here with some more Kingdom Death action for you all. So the butcher has decided to victimise poor Sigrid there. And you know what? I should be handing out crazy tokens from the crazies, because of all of this crazy stuff that's just happened. Where are we? So those are the lantern ones. Where's the... Oh no, don't tell me this place. Some more tokens. Okay, let's have a bit of a... Oh, wait. There we go. Because everybody got a token. I assume that's a good token for a brain trauma. Now the infectious lunacy is spreading. Hopefully they'll all go berserk and hack him to pieces before he can do any more danger. So right, yes, he has decided to pick on a victim, right? Which means that everyone else can bundle him with relative impunity. I say relative impunity. Oh, great. Great, just great. Okay. So... Let's have Halgerd get round behind. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She has a bone sword and is attacking from behind, so she only needs to hit on 5s. 2 hits. The armoured pig shoulder is super dense and will break her bloody sword. Brilliant. And the Furious Crown. Oh god. Okay, the Furious Crown then, while the weapon can still deal damage. So, yeah, basically this is a disaster. It fails to deal damage, the butcher lashes out wildly, clearing a path from himself. All sides adjacent, the butcher suffer bash. Let's go look that up. I think it just means knocked down. If it does, that's actually brilliant. Bash. She is knocked down. Now, allow me to explain why that is brilliant. So, she attacks the crown, he lashes out and knocks her down, which cancels out her second hit to the shoulder, which means her weapon does not break. Hooray! Not quite such a disaster as it seemed, although still pretty horrific. So, let's have Melkol with 1, 2, 3, 4. let's get as close as possible because he's going to be charging that way very soon. He will dash in there with his bone blade. I suspect there's going to be a lot of super dense hit locations here due to all physical armour. And he needs 6 to land a strike, so that's a single blow to the Furious Scrag. Death blow. If a butcher is killed at this location, he is beheaded. Curiously, its lifeless body remains standing. Desires rejoice in the moment. Okay, so there is no, well, he's not going to get killed, is he? Strength 2 on the sword. Yes, a wound! Okay, we've made our mark on the butcher. All is not yet lost. It just feels like it, you know? So, Grettir, 1, 2, 3, 4, comes in with the axe, hoping to land some damage, and he really needs a hit, okay? Because he's got +2 strength on this. The axe needs 6s to hit, so that is a successful hit. So 2 strength from the... wait, 3 strength for an axe, and then he has +2 strength himself, is 5, +9. Oh yes. Now if only he had a point of luck to make that a critical hit. Oh, I need a hit location, I'm an idiot. And I get a trap card. Brilliant. Overpower! The butcher explodes in a burst of ferocity. Okay. Doom! Doom to Grettir. Also, he attacks everyone adjacent. No, all survivors in the zone of malice gain 1 bleeding token and suffer knockback 5. Okay. So, first off, everybody gets a bleeding token. Well, almost everyone. I might as well put them on here and knock back 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the butcher turns and clambering right over the stone face, because monsters ignore rules for scenery when they interact with it, and attacks Grettir with fierce ferocity, and this is his basic action. Okay, so 2 dice hitting on 4s. Double hit. Great. Just great. To the legs and the body. I've just seen why this is so nasty, by the way. So he is 1 point on that leg, 1 point on the body, and each of these grants him a bleeding token, because the butcher delivers savage cuts. We're going to have to start using survival points to dodge really early on. And we don't have Surge yet, which is really annoying. Surge is a survival action which will allow us to gain extra attacks. At this point, it's the butcher's turn. So... oh, and that needs to get shuffled into his hit location deck. Because, you know, just if you thought he was nasty enough, why not? Ah, dear. Okay. This might actually play into our favour, because I believe there are 1 or 2 settlement events coming up in which having a low population may be to our advantage. Because, yeah, it's just going to be horrible, okay? Really, really horrible. Right, so, the butcher will backhand and hew. Backhand. So with a mighty smack, he is going to belt Grettir one. In clockwise order, yeah. Hitting on 4s, yep. Hey, it's not a bleeding attack. So that is his. Ooh, punch to the gut, and he is knocked back to the edge of the board. And here was me, hoping to keep all the action down this end of the board to keep it fun for everybody. And the butcher goes over that way. But next Hugh, well, priority target rule takes place, and the butcher is not the swiftest of foes. He only has a movement of 5. So he will 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's coming for Sigrid. But fortunately, he has, like, gone too far away, and she is out of range. Oh, good. But does that mean he will menace? I hope not. Because priority target is fun, right? Okay. Okay. Well, she gets to stand up, and people get to start closing again. So let's do that now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4. She has a priority target token. She will attack. She has a bone dagger. I mean, it's a dagger, right? It's not going to do a lot of damage to this chap. But we might as well try. Because every little helps. That's 2 hits. To the Furious Shoulder and the Butcher's Mask. Okay, we'll go for the mask first. And she has +1 permanent strength and +1 permanent luck. So 1 strength from a dagger, 1 from herself. Yes! And with luck, that is a critical hit to the mask. And there's no critical hit on the mask. Right. The blow shocks the Butcher, knocking it off balance. The Butcher staggers, gaining -2 toughness until the end of the round. That's great. And the shoulder. That fails to wound, so the Butcher spins violently, smashing everything around him. All survivors suffer bash and knockback 5. Brilliant. Well, is it? Because it's not good. So she gets knocked down and bashed back to the edge of the board there. And since his turn's coming up, I'll leave it there and be back for the next video. Bye-bye for now. And we're back. Okay. So, after that pitiable display, we get to reshuffle the Butcher's hit location card deck once again. Which means that his trap card is he's going to be giving people a lot of brain damage, a lot of frenzy, and freaking people out. It's a very we thought the antelope was a horrible monster. Right, yeah. Okay. So, 2 AI cards for the Butcher. You know what, I should have looked at them in advance to... okay, Hugh. So he will turn... stride over to the woman he has knocked down and assault her with his mighty cleaver. Yep, that's a hit. You know what? That's 3 damage and bleed. She's gonna dodge that. Survival to dodge, and she has a full rawhide set, so she gets to keep the survival point. Brilliant. And then bite. He's going to try to bite her. You know what? That's a 1. That's a miss. I am totally fine with this. It's okay. She's alive. Right, end of the monster turn, so she gets to stand up. Oh, good. And you know what? Can she... if she goes around behind it, is she blocking anyone else from getting into attack? No, I think she may be the only one this turn. Right. let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, no one else is going to get to him, so she's going to try herd him back into the middle of the table as she comes with her priority target token and her dagger of pitiable damage. But plentiful opportunities to strike. Oh, look at that. A single blow. Furious shoulder. Well, it's not super dense. Oh, great. Okay, can she hurt him? 1 strength from the dagger, 1 from herself. Yes! Another wound strikes for Butcher. This is good, right? This is good. Is she one of the ones who... She's not one of the ones who gained weapon proficiency. In fact, the ones who gained weapon proficiency are Grettir, who just needs to get in and cause a wound to gain weapon proficiency again. So, yes, she wounds him, and then he will knock her back and down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like that. It's okay though, because you know what? He's coming for her. So let's 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, and look at the top 2 cards. We have Hack and Lantern Hunger. Hack, he'll just walk over and attack. Bleed. Lantern Hunger, he will go and eat her lantern. Oh, except it's not actually a... Okay, yeah, that's fine. So we'll just put them back in that order, because Hack may fail to arrive. And then Grettir will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll just go to there. To here. Right. Then we have the Butcher's turn. Well, he will attempt to hack poor Sigrid. So, Mickey shares with priority target token. So he'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And fail to arrive, which is brilliant. And then the Lantern Hunger. Place him in a space adjacent to her. Rule of Death, whatever's most inconvenient for everyone else, so he will appear over here and attempt to gobble up her lantern. Hitting on a 4, yes. It will deal 1 point of damage and give her the priority target token. Well, it's a doom, so yeah, he just steps into the shadows and reappears. Oh, body shot. Okay. Anita Roddick would be proud. Body. Oh, it's got 2 points of armor on the body, so that's totally fine. Right. I suppose the body shop reference there was completely lost on many foreign viewers, but never mind. Okay. Well, let's carry on with this madness. The shoulder hit location will get shuffled back into the hit location deck because his hit location deck gets reshuffled a lot. Okay, and that was the end of his turn, so she gets to stand up, which actually is very good. She can't get behind him because of the giant facing away. So let's just do what we can, right? I suspect clustering around him, he has a lot of thrashing attacks where he strikes out at everyone around him, but we need to damage him hard and fast because he is a brutal, horrible foe. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In comes Halgert with her bone sword to slice at him and hopefully... Well, she got a single hit, so it's better than nothing. The Furious Shoulder again. 2 strength on a sword. No. So he spins violently, smashing everyone. Okay, bash and knockback 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, this is a problem. This is a problem. Okay. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In comes Melkov with his bone sword of his own. And that is 2 hits. 1 to the cleaver. Great. And 1 to the Furious Gauntlet. The cleaver. The attacker's heart is frozen with dread. Attackers gain +1 insanity. The cleaver is impervious, so he'll just get a point of insanity. That's actually good. It means that he will be less freaked out when this thing continues to give everyone brain damage. And then the Furious Gauntlet. So, 2 strength on the sword. No. Failure. The attacker locks eyes with the savage horror underneath the butcher's mask. Turn to face the attacker. And intimidate! Roll d10 with 5 plus 1 brain damage. Yep, so that insanity point was actually really, really good timing, because it's gone now. Completely gone. And, because it was brain damage, Melkov will gain a infectious lunacy token. Yeah. Great. Monster turn will... oh wait. See, the monster is going to go for Sigrid on her turn. So actually, if we have Grettir come up to here in readiness for it, because that's what we need, right? So, monster turn, we'll reshuffle his hit location deck again. Oh, the Furious Gauntlet needs to go in there. But, of course it needed to go in there. So 2 cards. We have Forbidden Light. When this comes into play, draw an AI card. Embrace the Pain. And, because he gets a second card... oh, Embrace the Pain, draw an extra card. Hugh. And because he gets his second card, still... Hugh. Cuthbert, McDibble and Grub will have not got a patch on this guy. So, Forbidden Light. When a survivor ends their... oh god, it's a move. So, when someone ends their turn within 1 square of him, they gain a -1 strength token for the rest of the encounter. So we don't want to end next to him, we want to start next to him. At the end of each monster turn, place a token on Forbidden Light. If there's 5 or more tokens, discard it, and all -1 strength tokens go... okay, so no, put out the lights. There shall be no light for you. As he screams and roars in the darkness. Embrace the Pain. When a butcher is wounded, place 1 token on his card. At the start of each monster turn, if Embrace the Pain has 2 or more tokens, remove all tokens and perform basic actions. Okay. Here are his advanced cards coming in. Of course, they didn't get wounded out, but it does mean he can die quicker now. Hugh, he's just going to stride over there and attack her twice. So, his movement is 5, she was knocked back 5, he can get there, okay? So, 1 dirty great big cleaver, which will miss. And another dirty great big cleaver, which will hit. It will deal 3 points of damage and a bleed token. You know what, that's a lot. I think a survival point to dodge is good. Can she dodge when she's on the ground? I have a really bad feeling she might not be able to. Okay, well, she'll dodge it because it's brutal, and does she get it back? She does not get it back. She has finally spent a survival point. So that takes her down to 2. And with that, it's probably time to wrap this up and resume it shortly. So, bye-bye for now. Okay everyone, Bargain Stormdrake back here again with some more Kingdom Death action. The Butcher's attack is in full sway. and he has just attempted to decimate poor Sigrid, but she has survived. With the butcher's turn over, it's time for the humans to stand up. Okay, people who end their turn adjacent to him will gain -1 strength tokens. So we want to start attack and move away. Attack. But they need to. Okay. So she will assault him. So the thing to do is to once again use her as bait with the priority target token to set people up in such a way so she can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if we can get these two down around here, it might just work. Actually, she can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so she needs to attack with the dagger. Because the aim here is to avoid as many. Well, I managed to avoid 2 possible hits there and only get a single one to the cleaver. So she gains +1 insanity, which she's probably going to lose pretty soon, because he likes to deal brain damage. And then she'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So then Melkov will go 1, 2, 3 into perfect position there. Halgert will come 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then Grettir with the axe will attempt to deal some serious damage to this brutal cleaver-wielding psychopath and gain 2 hits. 2 mighty blows. Oh, and he does have mighty blow, doesn't he? So on a perfect hit, which he hasn't managed. What am I doing? Those are clearly something that those are AI cards. So obviously Halgert used her Rawhide Headband to look at those AI cards. Oh, screaming is a mood. Oh. Well, I'll put it on top then in case he can wound it off, because that's just horrible. I realised that it's actually there and people should be taking brain damage every turn. I messed up, but I know now. So, the Furious Crown. So, Grettir has 2 strength, 3 from an axe is 5. Come on! Oh, no damage! Okay, reflex. Butcher lashes out wildly, killing all survivors adjacent to him suffer bash. So, he is knocked down, which will end his turn and grant him a -1 strength token. This is bad. This is the kind of bad that ends with eviscerated survivors lying all over the floor. So Grettir is 3rd place. Oh, he is covered in bleeding tokens as well. That is really bad, actually. Right, well, that's the end of his turn. So now, Butcher will draw Screaming. Everyone takes a point of brain damage again. So, Sigrid has that insanity point, which is now gone. Melkov, Grettir, and Halgert are all going to have the joy of... bloody hell. Right, 1, 2, 3, and Infectious Lunacy on Melkov means he gets to suffer Frenzy. So, anyway, everyone who's not Sigrid gets to have a trauma roll. Great. So let's look up the table, because these mood cards, this is going to be a very short, brutal fight, isn't it? Because it's just too much brain damage rolls. Too many brain damage rolls, rather. Okay. So Frenzy is +1 plus 1 d5 insanity. That's awesome, right? Okay, so yeah, he gets 1. It'll keep him going for a little bit. 1 strength and 1 speed. Right. I should probably just get these out now. Strength and speed. Yeah. So, 1 strength, 1 speed. Okay. May not use fighting arts. May not use weapons possession, weapon of mastery. Can gain more time, loss and temperature. Well, that's okay. Right. So now every turn he gets to do that to everyone until someone dies. Great. Just great. You know? Just great. And brain trauma for going along the line here. Valgerd, dead. Well, that was fun, wasn't it? All those survival points, all that armour, wasted. And for Grettir, lunacy, a random disorder and D5 insanity. 3 points of insanity. And Sigrid had a point of protection there, so oh right, yeah, Melkol also, because he went over the brink. 7 lunacy, new disorder and D5 insanity. So 2 points of insanity for him, putting him up to 3. But we have the joy of the disorder deck, which I'll break out now, because here comes the pain. So, for Grettir, we have Secretive, again, and for Melkol, Quixotic. Yes, Don Quixote de la Mancha. This will be interesting. So, Secretive is the one where he always has to miss the next. So yeah, Grettir likes to pretend he has secrets, even if he doesn't. People ask, where did he get his magnificent strength? And he's like, you'll never know. You'll never know. Must skip the next hunt. Permanently, basically. Yeah. And Quixotic, or Quixotic, for Melkol. You're insane. When you depart, gain +1 survival and +1 strength. Okay, that's actually pretty good. I mean, it's not going to be much use now, and he'll probably perish before he gets to carry on anyway. We're down a member, but remember that now that we celebrate the death of our departed heroes, we do get exploits for those who perish. And the second AI card for the Butcher, this turn is Kick. Well, she has priority target, so he goes straight for her. Hits on a 4. Yep. 1 point of damage to the legs, which she will take because she has armour there, so yeah, you know. Wow, so he doesn't kill with injuries, he kills with bleeding tokens and insanity rather quickly. A psychological foe, if you will. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so she is knocked back and knocked down. But it's okay. Oh no, it's not, because she'll be down a long time. She'll be down until the end of the... Alright, and we get to put a token, we'll just put one of these on the Forbidden Light. And also, Helgerd is dead, so we can remove those. Not that it... Yeah, it's pretty miserable. Okay. That's the end of the butcher's turn. Might as well wrap that up and come back again soon. Bye-bye for now. Okay everyone, Balgin Snoldrig here again with some more Kingdom Death action for you all. So, yeah, looking pretty brutal. So the butcher's just finished his turn, and Grettir was knocked down by a monster reaction, which means at the end of this monster turn he gets to stand up. Sigrid gets to stay down until the end of the next monster turn, and that could be pretty bad. So no, because if she's because of the forbidden light tokens, we want to. Okay, let's just. Melkor is berserk. Melkor will fight the beast with his bone blade. That's a perfect hit. What a shame that the bone blade gets nothing special on a perfect hit. Wait, these cards belong back in the hit location deck because they were from the previous round. There we go. Overpower, the trap card. Okay, so Melkor gets to suffer a bleeding token and knock back 5, which actually is great. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, it's not great, but he gets to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, coming back, but not totally into contact because we don't want that -1 strength token, do we? No, that would be horrible. But in an attempt to gain some more -1 strength tokens, this is just wrong. This is just wrong. Right, so here comes Grettir with his mighty strength. Hey, doesn't he have a he probably doesn't. You know, fighting art? No fighting art. So many of these people. He will attack from behind with the axe. So he needs 5s. I really shouldn't say that because a 2 and a 3 ain't gonna cut it. So he gets another -1 strength token. Brilliant, just brilliant. Okay, and he will. No, he's done. Right, she gets to stay lying down, so Butcher gets 2 cards as usual. Backhand and hack. Okay, backhand is going to hit everyone who's adjacent to him, not in his blind spot, so that's nobody. If no target, menace. Menace, face the closest survivor. So he turns round and glares at Grettir. Oh, it's not even a roll, just 1 brain damage. Grettir has 3 points of insanity, so we'll just mark one of those gone. And give him a 3rd infectious lunacy token, so he gets frenzy now. So he gets +1 speed and +1 strength. He's got 2 -1 strength tokens. I'm just going to say a +1 and -1 cancel out because it's easier than putting a load of tokens. You know, it makes total sense. And then for his second action, he is going to hack. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 dice on 4s, inflicting bleeding tokens. Well, that's 2 hits, and bleeding tokens are kind of bad, right? She doesn't have any yet. And you know what? If 5 bleeding tokens will kill, Well, let's have some hit locations first. The body and the body. Of course. Okay, so that's 1 point on the armour, 1 point of light, and a bleed token, I presume, for each hit. That's after damage, but it's built into the attack profile. It's not built into the other stuff on the card. So she'll get 2 bleeding tokens, which is okay because only 3 more will kill her. So she gets to stand up. The joy of being his prime target. You know what? Actually, she might go high, but no. Okay, so human turn. Well, Sigrid has a dagger. She's desperate here. She's getting attacked and mauled every which way but loose. So let's try stab a heavily armoured metal guy. Nope. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, and we should give him another Forbidden Light token because now he's got 2 tokens. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, I just got a bear. Okay. So the butcher's turn. He is nearing the bottom of his... He's at the bottom of his deck. So, Lance and Hunger. Again. Well, he has to go for her. She is doomed. And it's not a... So he'll go to here. Oh god, 4. Right, that's 4 hits. And she can't spend survival. Okay. 1 to the legs, which she takes on her last point of armour. 2 to the waist, which she takes on both her points of armour. 1 to the body is a heavy blow, and she is knocked down. And hey, guess what? She's still the priority target token. Oh great, you know. And that's a 3rd. Oh, and he'll also get his 2nd card in a moment, don't worry. A 3rd token on Forbidden Light. And Bite. Doesn't deal damage, but is a severe head injury. 2 hits. 2 severe head injuries. You know what? She's going to spend survival on those. 1... Yeah, she doesn't get those survival points back. Okay. Now she's in trouble. Now it's starting to look like her time in this encounter may be coming to an end. Right, human turn. Well, she gets to... You know what? Melkov is going to spend a survival point to yell at her to get up. Well, not so much yell as just reach down and wrench her to her feet. Because otherwise she's going to lie there and get a -1 strength token, and that would be bad. And then he will move to here. And she will be standing up. No, wait, move to... just to there. Yeah. I know what I'm doing. So she will attack with her dagger, aiming to come on, please. Well, it's 1 hit. 1 hit's good, right? To the cleaver. Hey, point of insanity for her. That's actually really good timing. Really good. Probably won't last though, you know. And then she's going to back away nimbly to there. And of course, then 1, 2, 3, 4, ready for the butcher to come in to our trap. So we'll reshuffle the butcher's hit location card. End of each monster. Okay, so the Forbidden Light thing is nearly coming to an end. And we'll reshuffle his hit location, his AI deck. Oh! Somebody died. So Screaming is gone. So he's not dealing... I have been forgetting to deal Screaming mind damage to everyone every round. But he killed someone pretty much as soon as he did it. So... that's... it's gone. Right? It's done. So we have hack and kick. Okay. Oh, great. Great, great. Bleeding tokens. Just when I thought... okay then. So he moves in to hack brutally. Yep, double hit to the body and the legs. Well, she's probably dead, to be honest. So 1 point damage to the body, to the legs, 1 severe injury to the body, and 2 bleeding tokens. And it's a heavy, severe wound. She's probably dead. Okay. Time for another body shot reference, as she takes a body shot. And hopefully rolls really lucky. 6. Disemboweled. Gets a bleeding token and dies. Okay, we don't need to worry about the rest of it. That is truly unfortunate, but there you have it. And there's no more priority target anymore. Oh, all that good equipment did not avail them. And the kick to closest threat facing, yeah, Grettir. A double hit to the head and body. And we're back with some more Kingdom Death action. Okay everyone, Balgan Stormdrake here. There's only 2 survivors left, and camera cut out there at a really awkward time. So, yeah, Grettir has been kicked and knocked back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, and it will draw an AI card after this. I didn't realise that earlier. Lantern Hunger for the survivor. I'm going to put it here just to give us a chance. So it'll appear, and 1, 2, 3, 4, attack, doomed. Hey, enjoy the priority target token, mister. Right, that's 2 hits to the body and the body. Oh great, I think we may have another kill on our hands. Oh, that's double severe body injury. Okay, yep, as I was saying, I think it's all going to be over soon. For good or ill. For weal or woe. Mostly woe. Right. Body. Bowled over. Okay, he's just knocked down. Collapsed lung. Gain -1 movement token. Gain 1 bleeding token. Oh, it's not a permanent injury. That's really impressive. So -1 movement and... is that movement? Yes it is. Okay, -1 movement and bleed token. Oh dear goodness. Okay. And then we get to put... right, the Forbidden Light card is nearly gone. I should have been putting Embrace for Pain. I've completely ignored it. Well, we haven't wounded the Butcher in a very long time. Only wounded him twice. In fact, one of those may have counted there. That's not really much turn from Bristol. There's more too much to remove it. Okay. I think I've wounded him once so far, so we'll put that there. Because once was early on, before Embrace for Pain came in. Okay. Well, the good news is, at the end of his next turn, the Forbidden Light AI card will be gone. So, So he is knocked down. Best have Melkov yell at him to get up, because otherwise he's just going to die horribly. So, get up, man, get up! And then he will go 1, 2, 3. He will dash in himself with the bone sword to try and deal some damage to this. Okay, that's 2 hits, which means I'm probably going to get the trap card again. Furious Crown and Overpower. I'll go for the Crown first, because it's... Oh, fuck. I've just killed a friend. I didn't realise. Man, this is brutal. What can I say? Kingdom Death. People die. It's the rules. So. Oh, Overpower is the trap card. I said I'd draw the trap card. I said it. Didn't I say it? Right. So the Butcher attacks everyone. Right. Melkov is doomed. All survivors get a bleeding token, and that means that Grettir is dead. That's his 5th bleeding token. He is dead. And knocked back 5. So, a bleeding token. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, there's only 1 survivor left at this point, so he's always the top priority target. And it's the Butcher's turn. This is going to be a very short showdown at this point. There are a lot of AI cards to remove, and the Butcher is looking fairly healthy. So, at the start of his turn, he will bite. Oh god. That's probably going to do it, really, to be honest. So, he rushes over here, ferocious as he is, and tries to bite Melkov's face off. Yep. Oh, it's 2 dice. Oh, look. Two severe head injuries. If he survives this and is still standing up and able to fight back, it'll be a miracle. Don't see it happening personally. So, head. 7. Blind. Suffer -1 point accuracy. And a bleeding token, and 4 decapitation. So he gouges his eye out, and then wrenches and rips and twists and snaps until the head comes loose on the neck and just flops saggily by the side. You know, gore spraying. Melkov is no more. Now, this is bad because, you know, the Butcher's killed these 4 people, but he isn't going to stop at that. Let's go look and see what happens if the Butcher wins. Let's be honest here, the decks are kind of stacked in the Butcher's favour at this point. He's probably going to win. So, yeah, defeat. The Butcher rampages through the settlement. Everyone escapes into the darkness until it leaves, but all resources in the settlement storage are lost, repairing the destruction. Okay, so he destroys all our resources. So he doesn't actually go and kill a lot of people, because he's already killed a lot of people. Oh joy! Well, the next settlement phase is going to be fun, isn't it? I've been Baldian Sondrake, this has been Kingdom Death. Don't worry, I'm not giving up, I will continue. And enjoy yourselves, I'll see you all next time.